Well, I have been complaining about the pizza in San Francisco for so long, I've decided I have to make some myself. So we're going to be comparing our store brand pizza crust, just roll, pre-roll dough, to bobbly. Now, I don't think I've ever had bobbly, so we just gonna cut them both in half and give it a whirl. But before we get started with that, I'm gonna throw some salmon in the oven. Okay, so we've already got the oven at 400, so we're gonna bake it for 15 minutes. Now, I'm gonna make it in a little boat, a foil boat. So we're gonna put a little olive oil at the bottom of the boat, or this bottom's boat. Then we're gonna season, within reason, Italian seasoning, Italian. And this is from Stella Bistro Foods. Thank you for such a delicious gift. Check out Stella Bistro Foods. They got some real good seasonings, honey. Google Stella Bistro Foods. I'm gonna put a link below. Now I'm gonna cut some lemon and put it on the bottom. So this is our little boat, and we're gonna put the salmon here. Now I've piled some lemon and butter on the salmon. So now we're going to bake for 15 minutes, and we'll see how it turns out. So we have bobbly and store brand pizza crust. First, we're going to wipe them down with some olive oil and season with the Italian seasoning. And then we're gonna add a little butter. Just because Paula Deen was racist don't mean she wasn't right about that. So now we're gonna add the sauce. I'm using Classico Fire Roasted. It was on sale. $1.39, honey, I don't mind. So now that we're sauced, I'm gonna put on some Italian style cheese blend and good old mozzarella. So we've got our cheese good. Time for a little pepperoni and mushroom. So that salmon needed another 15 minutes. However, we finally got our pizza. But we have all the toppings for our pizza. I've got sun-dried tomatoes, pepperoni, and mushroom. I'm gonna pop this in for 15 minutes and see how it goes. At 400. So it is 2 days later. I ate the whole bobbly half. It was amazing. I did a really good job. This is just as good as pizza I would spend $40 for. The store brand ain't bad either, but it's floppier. The bobbly was stiff. I enjoy a stiff crust with some backbone, some gumption. But this is good. So we open with the chip heifer Carl and Kyle, who's on set in Georgia for Halloween whatever. They go over Kathy's outrage, and Kyle's like, I don't want to not have to talk to the heifer no more, but I'm sick of her talking behind my back. Erica having a therapy session. Erica crying, I miss my Tom. Heifer, you don't miss Tom, you miss the money. You miss your black Amex. You miss not being scrutinized for stealing, for his charlatan ways. You just upset everybody found out. Trying to humanize her and her whining that she's a victim too. Heifer, we don't care. I just don't care. They trying to do some damage control, but the damage is done. Well, we getting ready for the pretty mess hair after her little therapy session, since you know she's broke. She figures she could sell some hair to some hussies, because that's hussy hair that she's selling. It's hussy. Some heifer asked her about Kathy's meltdown, and Erica's like, well, everybody saw you acting a butt at the nightclub. But where's the footage? Rena's the first to show up because she wants the most camera time. Lord, here comes Sutton. I don't know about this white leather jacket. I wouldn't have shown up for Erica if I was you, but I see you trying to make nice. Madam is getting a call from Elton John, but I don't know why. Don't nobody care about you. So the chip heifer goes over to talk to Rena in her wig. I will say, though, that suit she got on is sharp, but she's still going on about Kathy's meltdown. So Kathy was going off on Kyle, but Rena's the one who needs the apology. Heifer, please. So Kathy sent Rena a shut the hell up message. Don't say nothing or it'll make a huge scene that everyone gets dragged into. No, that's not how you spell bueno. It looks more like Beano. So now all the girls start talking about Kathy's meltdown. So Kathy Hilton was upset that the DJ wasn't playing her song. Diana gave him $200, and she said Kathy should have known it's pay to play. If I know it, and I married into it, she should know it because she was born into wealth. Well, Kathy was actually born broke. Her mama pimped her out like the rest of those girls to marry wealthy. You could read about it in The House of Hilton. However, Kathy Hilton, like I've said before, comes from a world where the word no doesn't exist. She is Kathy Hilton. She shouldn't have to offer you $200. That heifer probably ain't touched cash in 30 years. Cherie's telling everybody Kathy was mad at the hat shop. Renna's like, really? No. Renna, you knew the heifer was on one, and that's why you poked at her. Renna, why would Kathy be jealous of the Kardashians? Why? Kathy said Crystal and Sutton were pieces of fecal matter. Boring and don't belong on the show. Crystal maybe, but Sutton put the first 10 episodes on her back. So the Chip heifer said, everybody thought Kathy was going to show up, but Mom's been the word from her. Last we talked, she was coming. Lisa said, I've been sending her blessing and prayers because I know she really needs it. Heifer, don't nobody want your praying mantis prayer. Over with Kyle, Kathy comes to visit. So Kathy apologizes, and she ain't apologizing for what she said. She apologizes because Kyle heard it. So I can't believe this. So the apology goes well at first, but then she gets very older sister, Kyle, stop crying. Kyle, you have to make time too. How you gonna blame this heifer when you the problem? Kyle said, when you call me, all you do is whine. So Kathy tell her sister she proud of her, and they hug it out. Over at Sutton's, Lord, and she gonna have lunch with Erica for what? So both of them are tired of fighting. So they apologize and they all cool. They break bread, break Popeyes and hug it out. Oh God, Sutton, who told you to put on this t-shirt? I know that shirt was probably $1,000, but you always look like crap. And it looked wrinkled. Back at Kyle's, Renna stops by. So Renna puts her soap opera mask on, and she's like, well, you don't call that a temper, Kathy? What was it? Now, Kyle, the one she really cussed out, Kyle already apologized and moved on, but you gonna twist the knife. I don't want to say that you need help, Kathy, but I think you need some help. Now, didn't you say that their sister was unsober and near death just a few seasons ago? Kathy's looking at you and remembering that, and she's like, okay, heifer, okay. Are you trying to shut me up? Well, Renna, somebody need to. Kathy said, I feel like you can be unkind too. Oh, we're gonna go there. Well, that's where it's at. So let's take it where we need to go. Renna said, it's not about me right now, it's about you. So Kathy got a friend passing away and now she crying, and I'm going through something similar, so I understand. Aha! Renna said, please dry those crocodile tears. I'm pressing the issue. If you're gonna apologize to me, let's talk about what you really did and the names you called people. We're gonna go there. See, I don't know how anybody can think about firing Lisa is the fucking show Renna. Renna said, I locked myself in the bedroom. Kathy said, hold on. You the one who threw the glass at Kim locked yourself in the bedroom? Heifer, I ain't that scary. Oh God, now Kyle cried. I mean, you guys are my sisters and she is my sister. Kyle, Renna had a backbone for you. You just could have sat there and shut up. Renna, this is not one life to live. You've got to figure out why you have a black heart. What is it? I will say, Renna, this is some good acting. Oh, shoot, this week's the season finale. Well, that was the episode, and I'ma see you soon for something. Tell a kin, tell a friend, tell that heifer you hate.